guys, what's up? Welcome back to The Buzz with KDB. Thank you so much for joining me once again this week. I got a very special guest on, and I have Ava Brown with me. Ava, what's up? How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing so good. How are you?
Good. So, I know we've been trying to get this together for a while, but I'm glad that it
Yeah.
could finally happen. So,
Yeah, of course.
I kind of want to just get to know your story. You're only 16, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you kind of realize you wanted to do music? Like you're so young and just realizing that you wanted to do it and put music out there and start playing shows. Like, how did you realize that?
So when I was 12, my great grandma gave me this like tiny pink guitar. It's still sitting in like the corner of my room, but I just got really bored one day and like just played like some random song, tried to learn, and then I got lessons and I started writing songs because of my love for Taylor Swift. And songwriting, like I feel like that's so many like female artists like journey is because of Taylor Swift, but she's such an icon for me. So that
Mhm.
was a big like inspiration. Um, so yeah, I started writing my own songs and just playing in my room. And I would post on social media, and I wouldn't get any likes, but I posted for like 2 years, and I finally started to get some people to watch. And then I started playing at open mics, so like Gypsy Coffee Houses in downtown Tulsa, and like places that you can just sign up and play, and you don't have to
Mhm.
accepted. So I would play those and then get more like connections. And I've started getting like paid shows, and I feel like I'm really starting to get my name out there. So yeah.
That's really cool. Since you're from Oklahoma, there's so much music that comes out of Oklahoma. Like, is it kind of like hard to get your name out there and kind of just like get your name like on the ballot to play shows because there's just so many up and coming musicians in that area.
Mhm. I feel like it makes it a little bit easier almost because um, the community, like the Tulsa
Hmm.
music community, local music, like songwriters, if you get to know those people, like everyone is so kind and they will help you out. So it's more of like the more people you know, the better, less than like a competition. And also with me being so young, it's like, I don't know, I guess people pay more attention to me than like some random guy that's like playing at the bar. So that makes it a little bit easier.
That's good because it's like, sure, like in a sense, they are your competition, but I mean, it's better that they're supporting you rather than just like giving you advice and stuff rather than being like, no, like you can't
Yeah.
play, which is
All
really
the
good.
like musicians that are like so much older than me have been really welcoming like since I started playing. So
That's
yeah,
really
it's
good.
pretty
So you mentioned Taylor Swift. Who else
great.
are some of your music inspirations?
So Chris Stapleton has got to be like my favorite artist of all time. I've seen him in concert twice and I cried like when he came out on stage because his presence is just like magical. He's perfect. Um, his songwriting has really
Hmm.
inspired my songwriting because it's just it's incredible and all the genres of music that he does. He had a rock band and a bluegrass band. I'm really into like all different kinds of music, not just pop country. Um, I like Miranda Lambert and Carrie Underwood, kind of like that stronger, more
Hmm.
powerful like country. So yeah, those are my favorites.
How would you like describe your sound? Would you like, do you have sort of a classification for it that you say?
I mean, in general, I would just call myself a country artist, but really, I don't I don't listen to that much country and it's not as much like I want to write country as much as
Hmm.
it is like if I am a country artist then like people are going to listen, but the songs I write, I feel like singer-songwriter would be a good
Yeah.
um, classification because I just write what I feel. So
So what do you typically listen to if you don't listen to country?
I like a lot of rap. So that's like my little like secret, but I like a lot of that and like Americana and folk,
Hmm.
like older stuff. I love Bob Dylan. What? How do you say your last name? Joan Baez. She's incredible.
Yeah,
She,
I know who you're
yeah.
talking about.
I love older stuff like that. 80s music too. I love Genesis. I love Michael
Mm.
Jackson. So really just all over the place.
That's so interesting, actually.
Yeah.
So, since you're only 16, you're still in high school, right?
Yeah, I'm a sophomore.
Okay. So, what do you have planned for like after high school? Like, I know a lot of people like tend to move,
Yeah.
but like, do you have any idea where you want to go yet, or are you just kind of winging it?
Yeah. Um, so dream school would be Belmont, and that's like in the
Mm-hmm.
heart of Nashville. But that's like hard to get into, super expensive. So like I feel like plan A is Middle Tennessee, and I have a friend that you did a podcast with,
Mm-hmm.
Maddie McGuire. She goes there, and it seems like it's super fun. So, um, I feel like that's plan A right now is to go there and get a degree in music business, and I guess just see where I can get while I'm near Nashville.
Yeah, definitely. I think being in that area is inspiring as well for like a young upcoming artist just because you're surrounded by so much music and there's people like playing downtown Nashville that have been doing it since literally like years and years
Yeah.
and they're still doing it. So imagine just like the advice that they have. Like I've never been to Nashville, but like I
Yeah.
do want to go.
Mhm.
So like I just can't imagine all just like even the history in itself as well.
Oh my
Like
gosh. Yeah.
it's just legendary. So
I
that's
went there when I was 13, and I remember walking down Broadway with all of the musicians playing and like just getting this feeling like I belonged there. And it was just so incredible. It was like, wait, this is great. I want to live here forever.
that's
So,
so crazy that you like thought that at 13. When I was 13, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life.
yeah.
And you're just 13 walking around like, "Oh, I know exactly what I'm gonna do." Oh, that's so funny. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about your singles that you have out.
Mhm.
You just released a new one. Never hear about it. What
Yeah.
kind of was like the inspiration going for that? And didn't you say it's one of your, it's like pretty vulnerable to you?
Oh, yeah.
So what's
So
the story?
basically, it's about going through a breakup, and this is a true story. Gone Girl was not about anyone. This is about
Mhm.
someone, and they know who they are, and I made sure of it. But the song basically comes from like when you're leaving a relationship and you're holding on to like all the bad things, kind of taking that final step of saying like I don't want to hear about how your life is going. I hope I never hear about it. Like I hope you heal the dark parts inside your head, but I hope I never hear about it. Like I hope you're doing well. So it's kind of like closure.
Mhm.
And Gone Girl was more like giving advice to someone that needs to get that closure. So yeah.
I I like just listened to it and in my head I was kind of like this is crazy. Like, you wrote this and you're 16 years old, and I'm just like, it sounds like something like someone so much older would put out. And it reminds me a lot of like Taylor Swift when she first started out.
That's so amazing. Yeah, no, I just have a lot of emotions and I like to put them in my songs. So I don't know, I'm a deep thinker.
That's good because I bet that definitely helps when it comes to writing.
Yeah.
So, you released that at the end of this last year. What are some of your goals that you have for this year? I mean, obviously, like writing probably and school, but like other than that in the music scene, what is kind of like your main goals for this year?
Yeah. So I want to record another song and release at least one more this year because I feel like every day, like even since Never Hear About It was released, my music style is still changing just because I'm so young and I'm growing up.
Hmm.
So I want to be able to put out music that is like super current to what I'm feeling and what I want to release and what I would listen to. So I definitely want to do that. And I want to go to Nashville again because I haven't been in so long and that was just incredible. I got to play at the Bluebird and some really cool
That's
places.
cool.
So, yeah, those are two big goals for me.
That's cool. What do you see yourself one day, maybe like when you're done with high school, maybe putting all these songs together on like an album or something?
Yeah, I think it would be super cool to look back on every song I've written since
Mhm.
I was like that young because like the progression of like just like the content of the stories and like the actual like how good the song is, like it would
Mhm.
be so cool to see that. So that's something that I would definitely think about, yeah.
I think it'll be cool when you can look back and you could be like, this was the first song I had out versus like my recent release and just seeing how much you've changed. I mean, I know a girl, she's from North Dakota where I'm originally from, and she started putting out music when she was your age. And now
Hmm.
she's like 23. And she goes, it's so crazy to go back and look listen to my old stuff
Yeah.
and just like see how different I was then compared to like now. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that's so crazy. I can't think if like I was 16 writing music, putting it out. Like it'd probably be so bad. But like your stuff is good. I'm not saying it's bad, but like it's just
Thank you.
crazy
Yeah.
because you'll look back at it and you'll just be like, "Oh my gosh, like
Yeah.
I was going through it at 16."
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really cool. What is some of your, we talked like your favorite artists and stuff that you listen to, but what is like a current favorite album that you have playing right now? It can be literally one that's been released recently or just a past one. Like, what's your go-to currently at this moment?
So I'm gonna talk about Chris Stapleton again. I can never stop talking about him. He's all over my room, all over my clothes. But um, yeah. Um, I'm sorry. What was the question? Are you
Just a
able to like
current
cut these
album.
out?
Yeah, you're good. Just like a
Okay.
current album that you are obsessed with.
Okay. I love Traveler by Chris Stapleton. That's pretty sure that was his first album, but I love it because the songwriting on it, like songs like Whiskey and You,
Hmm.
like those are just like really heartfelt. But then there's songs like Nobody to Blame, like songs that are more fun that I really like and I want to sound like because my biggest goal is to be like fiery and a powerful like, presence. So I
Hmm.
really look up to him for that.
I do have to say, I think it's really cool and interesting that like your biggest inspiration is him because you talk to so many young female artists these days and they will say like the opposite of that, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And so like I think that's really cool and that makes you very different and it stands out amongst others because you're like you find inspiration from him and I think that's really cool because
Yeah.
he is really just like an iconic person. Like everyone knows who Chris
Oh my
Stapleton
God,
is
yeah.
and so it's just like I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did. I got like a lot of streams on my new song from like a playlist, so I can like just say a little bit about
I
that.
I actually like was looking at that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I talk a little bit about that.
Okay. So a couple weeks after I released Never Hear About It, it was getting added to like some smaller playlists that Gone Girl had been added to before. But I randomly woke up one day and it was added to like a Spotify playlist that like Spotify had made with like people like Morgan Wallen and
Mhm.
all of that. So it started getting like 5,000 streams like in the first 2 days, and then it ended up after the 1 week that it was on it, it had 22,000 streams. So that was really cool, and I think it definitely got my name out there because I'm still getting like streams and playlist ads. So that was a really good thing to happen.
Yeah, that's really cool. And I was looking like you have more streams on it now than you have with Gone Girl. And I'm
Yeah,
like, that's really cool
yeah.
because like you said, like that song's based on a true story and it means a
Mhm.
lot to you. So I think like that being the song to
It's
be added to the playlist is really
incredible.
cool.
And having a popular song and kind of being able to look at your ex and be like, well, you broke up with me, but I got a really good song out of it and people like it. So, like,
Literally.
yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. Did you write the song and then send it to him and be like, or how did that
Yeah,
go down?
I mean, I was just like very public about it, just kind of like this song is about my ex and it's about the bad things you did and just very personal. So, I don't really care. I heard Taylor Swift say that in an interview when she was young that she just writes whatever she feels. So, I'm gonna do that too.
Exactly. I mean, looking back on it like years down the road, it's not gonna matter.
Oh,
So
yeah.
just
Yeah,
put it out while you have it. I
of
mean,
course. Yeah.
that's
People seem
really
to like
cool.
it, so
Thank you so much for joining
thank
me, Ava. It
you.
was really nice talking to you.
Thank you.